As we know, Indonesia is an agricultural country with overflowing natural resources including fruits. However, the fruit is still rotting quickly. One of the solutions is by using edible film, but if it is not well synthesized, it will decrease the edible film quality. The physical characteristics that affect the edible film quality are thickness, solubility, water vapor transmission rate, tensile strength, and also elongations. Good morning, Honorable Judges. We are the representative from Gembala High School. With me, Gisela, and my partner Natasha will try to present our research result entitled Synthesis and Physical Stability Test of Edible Film based on Pektin natural polymer from Pontianak orange peel and Gliserol. The background of this research are solution which is offered before to prevent the rotting of a fruit is by using modified atmosphere packaging. However, the material used in it is toxic towards our health. So edible film with the best physical characteristic is needed to inhibit the decompositions and increase the product shelf life. One of the fruit that rot easily is Langsat, so we try to apply the edible film on it. Previous research about edible had been conducted by Serta et al. In 2017 by using cassava starch edible film, and it can extend the shelf life of apple slices for 4 hours. However, according to Presentasi et al. In 2011, starch edible film still have disadvantages, such as low water resistance, so it is damaged and torn easily. Therefore, we offer solutions by using Pontianak orange peel, which contain a quite high pektin, which is 42.5%, so it has the potential as the material for edible film. From the background before, we can formulate some problem formulations. How is the effect of temperature and extraction time? Pektin characteristic, physical characteristic based on the variations of pektin and Gliserol content, and the effectiveness of edible films in increasing the shelf life in terms of physical parameter. The methodology, the research objective is to answer the problem before. Research methodology. There are several steps of research procedures. The production of edible film begins with pektin variations of 4, 6, and 8% mixed with agar and distilled water up to 20 ml of solutions. And then it is heated with hot testosterone, and at the 20 minutes it is added with Gliserol with a variation of 0 until 30%. And the heating continues until the end of the time limit. And then it is poured into the Teflon, and the volume which is added is equal to 0.95 ml times diameter of Teflon. Then the edible film is dried in the oven, and the dry edible film will be removed from the plastic, stored in a closed container, and hang for 24 hours. The physical characterizations of edible film. The first one is thickness determinations. By using microscope, it is analyzed with 3 times measurement and being averaged. And the second one is solubility determinations. The percentage of solubility is equal to initial weight minus final weight divided by initial weight times 100%. The final weight itself can be obtained by the sample of edible film being heated in the oven, and after that it is being soaked in distilled water and then being heated and being weighed. And then the third one is determination of water vapor transmission rate that we can obtain from changes in edible film weight divided by time times surface area of edible film. And the last one is determination of tensile strength and also elongations. The tensile strength itself can be obtained by force divided by unit area, and the force in here is the force needed to break the edible film, while the elongation percentage can be obtained by edible film extension divided by initial length of edible film times 100%. The edible film extension in here is the extension before the edible film break, and the force and also edible film extensions can be measured by Imada force measurement times Z200 m. Then the determination of polymer content in edible film and Punggur shelf life. Edible film with the strategy of Pektin and Gliserol was applied on Punggur, and then the Punggur is being weighed, and we can obtain the physical parameter, which is shrinkage rate by the formula initial weight minus final weight divided by initial weight times 100%. The result and conclusion will be continued by my partner Natasha.
Thank you, partner Gisela. My honorable judges, as we can see on the graph of the relation between extraction temperature and pektin yield, the optimal extraction temperature is 75 degrees Celsius, where the yield produced is 30.4%. This is because at this temperature it can hydrolyze pectin completely. According to Ulinuha in 2014, a low pH should not be combined with high temperature because it can cause a dispersed hydrolysis pectin reaction. From the following graph, we can see that the optimal extraction time is 60 minutes, where the yield of pectin produced is 27.5%. This is because longer extraction time will cause a higher hydrolysis kinetics and resulting in more bacterial. However, we can see at the extraction temperature above 60 minutes, there is a decrease in bacterial. This is because a match between pH, temperature, time, and extraction solvent is needed. From the following table, we can see the optimal Pontianak orange peel-based pectin characterization at the temperature of 75 degrees Celsius with the value of water content, S content, equivalent weight, and methoxyl content as follows has met the standards. My honorable judges, as we can see on this following graph, the optimal edible film variation is 6% pectin, 20% glycerol with the thickness of 0.267 mm. Thicker edible film will result in lower gas permeability and can protect the packaged product better. We can see that the variation of 6% pectin, 20% glycerol and 6% pectin, 30% glycerol are not significantly different, so it can be concluded that the optimum variation is 6% pectin, 20% glycerol. From the following table, we can see that the optimal variation produces the water vapor transmission rate of 121.4 gram per meter square times 24 hours. One of the utilities of edible film is to resist the migration of water vapor, so the permeability must be as low as possible. The value of water vapor transmission rate is used to determine the shelf life of product. So if it can be inhibited, it means it can extend the shelf life. From the following graph, the optimal variation of 6% pectin, 20% glycerol produces the tensile strength of 55.3 Newton per millimeter square. Higher tensile strength value means greater force needed to break the edible film, so it means it can produce the better quality of edible film. From the following table, the optimal variation produces the elongation of 68.2%. Elongation percentage shows the ability of edible film to elongate. It depends on the edible film constructive materials, which will affect the cohesive characteristics of edible film structures. Edible film's effectivity is then measured by physical parameters, which is shrinkage rate, and measured by gravimetric method. My honorable judges, as we can see on this following graph, the optimal edible film variation, which is 6% pectin, 20% glycerol, when measured in 4 different times, produce a lower shrinkage rate compared to other variation. So, it can be concluded that the edible film from Pontianak orange peel-based pectin can increase the shelf life of Punggur Langsat up to 8 days. In comparison, in the time of 8 days, the Langsat which is not coated with edible film experienced a shrinkage rate of 49%. Meanwhile, the Langsat which is coated with optimal edible film, which is 6% pectin, 20% glycerol, only experienced a shrinkage rate of 10.3%. The inhibition process of edible film is by acting as the barrier of oxygen gas and water vapor, so the browning and decaying process can be controlled. By reducing respiration rate, hopefully that the edible film from Pontianak orange peel-based pectin can extend the shelf life of Punggur Langsat. The conclusion and suggestions of our research are as follows. It can be concluded that the optimal edible film variation is obtained from the variation of 6% pectin, 20% glycerol with the physical characteristics of thickness, solubility, VVTR, tensile strength, and elongation as follows has met the standards. The optimal edible film is then applied to Punggur Langsat and able to increase the shelf life of Punggur Langsat up to 8 days. Inspired by the word film, we make a term which is films to increase Langsat's mass production. That's all for our presentation. Constructive suggestions and criticism is very needed for the progress of our research in the future. Thank you for your attention.